Come here. You can't be shy. Everybody knows you on my channel. Anyway.
You can go, and then that way you can go watch yourself.
So what are we going to tell all the people out in YouTube land? What do you want to tell them?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! We're getting ready to open up presents, ain't we? Hey, come here. Come here. Are we getting ready to open up presents?
Are you on the naughty list or the good list?
Yeah, you on the naughty list or the nice list? You're on the. Are you sure?
Oh, she went.
Are you sideways a little bit? I feel like you're sideways a little bit. I don't know.
You have to be confident.
Well, I'm pretty sure Nanny and Papa got you something. Yeah. You think? Do you want to open them up?
Open Papa's gift.
Okay, so we'll come back in a little bit, but the baby wanted to share that, so we'll be back. Love you. Bye. No, you know how to unwrap it. That's the fun part. Rip into it, girl.
Okay, now you can.
Now go. Rip it.
You got the good paper.
Rip it.
Right here, probably better.
The side.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Rip it.
I'm ripping it.
Are you?
Go faster.
Woo! Love
It's
it.
a hair Barbie.
It's the fashion.
It's a hair Barbie. Oh, okay. So you know what you're supposed to do with that? What do you do?
Love
It's a
it.
hairstyle Barbie.
Yes,
So you do her hair and her makeup?
Cute. That is too
Do you like that? Yeah?
Love it. I'm gonna go ahead and open up.
You can play with it.
Okay. What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here, Papa has a knife. Don't let Mama do that. No, ma'am. Do not. God, your lolly would kill me.
I was trying to get
I know.
I know, but that's sharp, baby. You don't want to touch those.
Hurt yourself. There we go.
Maybe. Mom's on the struggle bus a little bit. You know it ain't going to be that, girl. You know. You know.
Now these have gotten a little bit better. They have.
All right. Do you want to help me? Fine. Oh, God, wait. It's heavy. It's heavy. Just a minute. All right, Caesar. Open it up. Get all the stuff out for me. Get it all out. Come on. You got to work better than that.
He's struggling.
Struggling just a little.
What is that? Oh, he knows what that is. What is that? Girl. This
Okay.
is what I think it is.
Yeah. No.
No, it ain't. It's,
Okay, so
it's mine.
He's
they
like, Blakey, for me.
So I was like, they look so juvenile, but they're so cute because they have the Minnie Mouse ears.
No.
They have the Minnie Mouse. The hood is like
Look,
Minnie Mouse ears.
They had. I know you. He thinks it's a blanket.
He's like, it's a blankie for me.
They had kitty cat ones at Big Lots.
Yeah. Now I ordered that from Amazon. I got so the size wise I didn't really know. So if they're
Look,
too
it's-
whatever.
There's no
I
such
can-
thing as too big.
So
Wait.
He's,
there's
he's like,
seven-
you
wait,
know,
there's one more
he's like,
thing in
it's
there.
fine.
Damn.
It's gonna be sad when he realizes
He's
it's not a
trying. Look at him.
blanket.
He's trying. It's not a blanket, buddy.
He's like,
He's like, yes,
but
it.
yes,
He thinks it's
He's
his
taking
blanket.
it. He's like arguing
Oh
with
my
Blakey.
God! Hey, it's mine, you brat! Look at
I know,
that.
Jammies. It's like jammies.
I know they are jammy. Yeah, they're jammies.
Oh my God, these are cute.
I was like,
Oh, I can't wait. I'm wearing those tonight. He's mad because
I
he's like,
know.
It's
he
like,
thinks
where's my
he's her
blankie? Where's my blankie?
Oh my God! Okay, there's something else in
Yeah,
here. Wait,
there's one more
wait
thing.
before you break it. And you got your candle.
I know. I was like, because we were talking stuff. I was like, that stuff we don't buy ourselves.
I
We
don't.
like.
I don't.
Yeah.
I love jammies and I love candles.
So all the things. Oh, there's nothing else in there, Caesar.
Oh, girl, that smells good.
He's like, wait a minute.
That's
There's
one
more.
of those, like,
Where's mine?
supposed
Wait
to
a
be
minute.
like
Hey,
spa,
you
whatever
can help
it is.
her
Yeah,
maybe
here,
if she'll let
here.
you.
It's supposed to
Something
be like
cedar and
eucalyptus.
moss.
I doubt anything
Let's
is-
just let him open it.
Yeah.
Y'all thought I was kidding. My dog loves Caesar loves Christmas.
Hang on, hang on.
Get it,
hang on.
Caesar.
Let me get the bow off and then I'll make it
He's
easy
like,
for
let
you
me
to
just.
get it off. Oops. Oh gosh, we've got glitter everywhere. Okay, now go. Got it?
Get it open.
Yes, got it. Got it.
I'll help you.
You're gonna help do this too.
Funny.
I'll help you. Let me help you.
Ooh.
Don't eat the box.
Yes. Oh, hang on. I think you've got tape stuck to your mouth.
Okay. Okay, can she have it now?
I didn't know they made these.
I didn't
I didn't
either.
know that was a thing.
I didn't either. Just give him the paper, baby.
Yeah,
Scoot the box
Yeah,
over,
here, slide the box.
and we'll just let him have the
There you
paper.
go. Oh, shoot.
He's still unwrapping it.
Yes. He's like, let me finish. I'm not done with my task. Thank you.
I love how he just tosses it off to the side.
He's like, thank
Good
you.
job, Caesar. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, well, it was like, let me get this last piece.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, Blakely, you're
That's
fixing to lose all the
good.
little jewels here. Yes. Do you know what that is, Blakely? She's like, no, don't care. It's a hand massager.
God, I hope it's good. That's what I'm thinking. Good morning, YouTubes. How's everyone's? Everyone. Somebody's driving. Caesar's with us. Say hi, Caesar. Yes. In his little Christmas bow. Look at him. Ain't he handsome? Yes, he is. He's the most handsomest man ever in the whole wide world. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I got to put my seatbelt on. Hold on. I'm holding it because if I put it on the mount, it'll show the prints, and he don't like it, and he's brake checking me. That's one of his presents gone. We'll see if he can manage to lose the other two by the end of the day. Happy Christmas Eve! Happy Christmas Eve. I hope everybody's in good spirits. This is why I'm sitting over here and not driving over there, because he says that I'm an angry little elf and I'm not allowed to drive. Chill. There's my babies. I didn't get to say hi to my babies because he's driving. That's not right. It's not right. What are we doing out on Christmas Eve? I need to make sure I have creamer for my coffee in the morning, or I will be an angry little elf. So we got to go run out to Food City and do that. And I think we got one more little tiny thing we got to go pick up real quick, like. And then we should be ready. I'm going to make blueberry-filled cinnamon rolls. Yep. I'll probably make those early in the morning. We'll film it. So it's going to be my regular cinnamon rolls. But we're going to put some homemade blueberry compote in it. What's blueberry compote? Oh, it's just a fancy French way for saying blueberry filling. I like to be fancy. I do. Y'all know I do. Sorry, I got an eyelash that's getting all like, look it. That right there thinks that every road belongs to him. There is a nice man. Just politely walking his dog, minding his own business. And this one right here.
That dog must pay the toll.
Yep, those are my roads. I own them all. This is what he thinks. He is the alpha of all things. Alpha Omega.
Great hound of the woods.
He is the great hound of the woods. He absolutely is. I got to wrap his stuff because I didn't wrap it. And as y'all have seen from the video that I did yesterday, which is all on this is just going to be a big collage of stuff that will come out after Christmas, okay? Y'all know that because it's after Christmas and you're watching it. I know. It just is. That kind of shows the stuff leading up to whatever. But you saw how greedy he was about opening up a Christmas present, especially when he thought it was a blanket. It wasn't. Those were my jimmies. But he thought it was a blanket. So, yeah. Hi, I love you. You look at him. He's the bestest boy ever. We love him. He really is bad. So, we'll film him opening up his Christmas presents because I know how much y'all love that. Watching him run up to the tree and go find his presents. We love it too. That's part of it. So, what's on the agenda today? Gonna be super lazy. I made 2 dozen, which equaled up to be 48 deviled eggs for a friend of mine that will be taken to the Salvation Army for tomorrow. They are doing a meal for the less fortunate. So that's what I was asked to make. I was told that one of the people that will be attending had requested deviled eggs. So, darling, I hope you enjoy them. Hope they're good deviled eggs or you like them, because that's the whole thing. And we made them pretty. I didn't just, do them like I do for my family. I made them pretty because everybody deserves to eat pretty food, right? Especially on the holidays. So we made them pretty and we did some little paprika. Well, look, I'll put a picture right here. I make jalapeno deviled eggs. Yeah. I don't like deviled eggs, but I'll eat those. They got some jalapenos in them, pickled. You got to use pickled, don't use fresh. And you got to put a little bit of the juice in them. They're delicious. Make them the same way. Don't put relish in them because that's gross. We do the jalapenos. And there you go. You got jalapeno deviled eggs, and you put some paprika on the top of them. Why? Because it makes them pretty. That's why. That's why. So that's what's on the agenda today. I will make the I'll make the rolls probably tomorrow. I'll get up early because I always do. I mean, I woke up at 7. That's my life. That's just the way it is. So I'll get up and I'll make them early, and we'll film that. We're gonna do egg spinny for breakfast, and then Christmas dinner we're gonna do beef bourguignon with some beautiful mashed potatoes and some roasted Brussels sprouts. What is beef bourguignon? It's the French version of beef stew, and it's delicious. So that's how that's gonna go. All right, so we'll come back later. Okay, love you, bye. Hey, how's everyone's? Oh, sorry. My hair's a little crazy today because, well, I haven't done anything to it. Y'all want to make some blueberry compote cinnamon rolls? Do ya? The recipe will be linked in the description box down below. So let's get to it. Let me roll you down. I can't talk. I'm so damn excited. I can't talk about it. This is going to be for tomorrow morning-ish, something like that. Let me roll y'all down. Okay, so well, maybe you can. I don't know. You might not be able to see what's in there. Can you see what's in there? Okay, so this is 3 cups of flour. This is 1 package of yeast, or 2 teaspoons. It is 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, all right. You're not going to really be able to see what's going on in that bowl, but I'll show you when we get done. So we'll just talk about what we're doing. So that's literally what's in this bowl. What this is in case y'all didn't know, and you know I love to teach y'all, cinnamon rolls are nothing but an enriched dough. And enriched dough means that it has butter and eggs and milk, right? That's what it means. So we've got our flour, 3 cups, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 package of yeast, or 2 teaspoons if you buy it in bulk like I do. And then what we have over here is I have a cup of milk, 3 tablespoons of butter. I have put the butter in the milk because the milk came out of the refrigerator and it's cold. We need the milk to be between 95 and 115 degrees. Do not let it be more than 115 degrees or it will kill your yeast. What happens when you kill your yeast? You have flat rolls that will never rise. That's what happens. So don't kill the yeast. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come right over here. Okay. And you see, this is my milk and my butter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a meat thermometer, one of these little handy dandy little things right here. We're going to stir this around a little bit. And we're going to check our temperature. Okay. And we are right at 100 degrees. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we're right at 100. So that's pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my 1 egg and I'm going to crack it into that liquid mixture and I'm going to scramble it just a little bit. Okay. And hopefully our temperature is at least still 95 degrees because we need at least that to make sure that the yeast will bloom. And I don't want to warm this again. Where are we at? Perfect. We're at like 96 degrees. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this to that over there. Maybe you can see me over there. So this, we're going to turn it on so that the dry things can mix. Okay. I have the dough hook attachment. And we're going to add all the things. Okay. And we're going to let that go. Now, this should be, sorry to keep messing with my hair, but it's just, let me see if I can just do this, because it's in my way. Hey, there we go. This is going to be a pretty loosey-goosey dough. And I'm going to turn it up so that it hurries up because I'm impatient. We'll help it along. Hang on. We don't actually want the dough to leave. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're just making sure that it gets all the dry stuff down on the bottom. And we don't want to mix it a whole lot. Okay, that's pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel this off the dough hook. Okay. This will probably make a dozen rolls, depending on how fat you want to make them, right? Okay, so that's what you're left with. It's pretty wet. See? It's pretty sticky, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape down the sides real quick. Go into the middle. Okay. Make sure the bottom's all nice and mixed, which it is. Okay, I'm happy with that. And what I'm going to do is, there'll be pause in between this. We got to make the blueberry compote as well, so we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to cover this with some cling wrap, okay? And we're going to set it on top of our stove for at least an hour. It needs to double its size. I have my oven turned on to about 255 degrees, not because I want to bake anything, because I want my stovetop to get warm, because it's not, I only keep it like 65 degrees in my house, something like that, which is not warm enough to proof bread. So my cheat is we turn the oven on, right? We stick that all the way to the very back of the oven because this is where the heat comes out when you have it on. And this is what I do. I also have a proofing bowl that I use. I didn't want to dirty it today, so we're not going to. But I do the same thing. Is I put it in my proofing bowl and then I stick it back there on the back. There you go. On the back of my stove. That's where all the heat comes out. It will proof your dough very quickly. If your house is not warm enough, the yeast will never rise and you will end up with very heavy, flat things. That's just how it is. All right, so let me get all my things ready for the compote and we'll come back, mostly because I need to look at the recipe. Okay, bye. Okay, so we're back. I've linked the recipe below. However, I am going to say for anyone that is new to the game of baking, okay, the instructions are very sparse. So you may want to use this video. They're just assuming that you understand how to make a compote. And I mean, it's not that it's difficult, but it just gives you the ingredients and doesn't tell you, you know, it's a cup of blueberries and a third of a cup of sugar and a tablespoon of cornstarch. You put all those things in a saucepan over medium heat, right? It's not telling you any of this at all. Same thing with the dough, is it doesn't tell you in what order to put things and how long to mix it. And it's just, which is kind of funny because I looked all the way down. There are no instructions. So I'm really sorry about the recipe that I gave you. Although it's a good recipe, it's just the instructions are crap. So please forgive me, or just come back to this video and then you know how to make it. Or if you forget, you can just use me, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. That's an okay thing to do. I used a little more than a cup because I like blueberries, right? I still used a third of a cup of sugar. I will wait and put the cornstarch in once this gets warm. I don't like to start it cold because it can get lumpy and that's just gross. But what's going to happen is these blueberries are going to break down because there's no liquid in here. Okay, don't freak out. You'll be fine. It's okay. You don't need any liquid in here. Although this would be a good time to add like a bourbon, right? or whiskey, or hell, cognac if you got it laying around, right? I do, but my mother-in-law's going to eat this, so I'm going to leave the alcohol out of it because I don't think she likes the taste of it. So, and my daughter doesn't eat fruit, so whatever. Or worm fruit, as she likes to put it. So you can kind of hear this. We're gonna pan down just a little bit. I gotta fix my camera. Hang on. Let's pan down. Whoop. To that. Hey, there you go. Okay. And you can hear these are frozen strawberries. We'll probably bring that down just a tad. All right. See, it's releasing its liquids already. I will smush these blueberries as well. I'm not going to leave them whole because I want this to be more like a jam. You know, and I would add the alcohol a little more towards the end and before I put the cornstarch if you want to do alcohol. The reason I don't want to do it quite so quick is one is I want to make sure I know how wet this is going to be, and two, you just don't need to cook it that much. You really want that flavor, that alcohol to be in there. So I would cook down the blueberries first before I added the alcohol. And then you probably wouldn't need much, maybe a tablespoon or two, and then let that cook off a little bit longer, right? I'm smashing these down a little bit as we're going, but you can see the liquid's already starting to come out. We'll turn that back up just a little bit. We're gonna let this cook, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll let you know how long it's been. I gotta sneeze. Oh, you're welcome. I had a couple of people request that. There you go. I'll let you know how long it took for them to cook down to the point that we're gonna do, but we just don't wanna make the video quite that long. And I'm actually not cooking these off tonight. This is Christmas Eve, and these are going to be for tomorrow. So basically what I'm doing is we're going to do the first rise on the dough, which is over here in the back. That means it needs to double in size. Then we're going to roll it out. We're going to put all the goodies in it, right? We're going to cut it, put it in another pan, and that's where we're going to stop. We're going to put everything in the refrigerator, and the second rise, which is the rise you do before it bakes, I'll do that when I get up in the morning. I'll just take them out of the refrigerator. The second rise will take a little longer because the dough is going to be cold, but we'll let them rise again, which is usually double in size. That's generally how this works. And then we'll pop them in the oven and we'll have them, because we're not necessarily having them for breakfast. I'm going to make eggs Benny, but I do want to have them because that's going to be kind of our version of dessert for tomorrow. And just, you know, if somebody wants something sweet to snack on, because God knows I don't have enough sweets in the house as it is, right? So don't hurry this process. Don't put this, you know, on hell setting, right? And do like Karen does and yeet the thing into the sun. You know, we want to cook it down a little slower, take time. Don't be so impatient. Let it do its thing, cook off a little bit. We'll add the cornstarch, let it get kind of thick, and then this will need to cool down all the way as well. We don't want to put a hot filling in dough because there's butter and all these other kinds of things that are in there, and we don't want it to just, you know, kind of thing. So I'm going to use my potato masher to mash this down a little bit so y'all can see that. Just move it all over the place. I have an immersion blender as well, but I don't think I want to go quite that far. Although we may want to use a fork. Now I'm just making dishes. Try not to use any more than we have to, but it is what it is. So you see how watery and soupy this is. Well, that's going to cook off a little bit as we cook it down. And then when we put the cornstarch in it, it will thicken it up like a jelly. Okay? And we'll let it cool down all the way before we actually put it in the dough. Now, for all you kids at home, let's roll this up because I want to show you this. Do you see how that looks all steamy? That's because the yeast is doing its job. That's a good thing. That's what we want to see. Okay? All right. So we'll come back here in a little bit after my blueberries have cooked down where I think it's enough. And they smell delicious, by the way. They smell delicious. No, I'm not going to put any cinnamon in the blueberries because we're literally going to do the whole cinnamon and brown sugar, like all that. And then the blueberries go on top of that, right? And then you roll it. This is going to be messy, I feel like. But it's going to be good. So we're going to do it anyway. We'll find out together. This is the first time I am making like a stuffed roll. Usually it's just, you know, the cinnamon in them is all we put in them. So it might be a new thing. You don't know. We haven't tried it yet. It could be good. All right. We'll be back in a few. Love you. Bye. Well, that didn't take too long. Literally, I cooked it a few more minutes. Put the cornstarch in. We did a tablespoon. You can kind of see how thick that is. Okay, that's still really hot. Sorry, Mom just texted me. We're gonna let this cool down. We'll see how thick it goes. This one doesn't call to do the whole cinnamon and roll thing, but we're gonna do it anyway because I want to, and that's how we're gonna roll with this game. So there you go. All right. Okay. So we'll be back later. All right, guys. So it is Christmas morning. Yes, I know I didn't show you rolling them up, but I think you guys know the deal. What I did was I rolled it out to a very long rectangle. I cut off a piece of it and made just cinnamon rolls, little mini ones actually, little tiny ones. And then with the rest of it, I took about a half a cup of butter, about a third a cup of sugar, and probably a good tablespoon of cinnamon. And mix those things all together. You can microwave it a little bit just so that it makes it spreadable. I put all that down first. We put the blueberry compote next. I'm going to tell you right now, these are messy. As you can see, they are not the prettiest things you've ever looked at. I personally don't care. They were very messy to do. You want to make sure that you keep it in the middle. Don't put it all the way out to the edge. Try not to overfill it. Roll it as tight as you can. When you get to the end, everything's going to want to squish out. Just kind of roll it over. Use the dental floss to cut it. It's going to be messy. Don't worry about it. Really, all that matters is that they taste good. And as you can see, these are going to be gorgeous. So these have a bit of powdered sugar, probably about a half a cup of powdered sugar, about a teaspoon of lemon rind, grated lemon rind, and then half of a lemon in the lemon juice. That's what made that glaze and put that on there. And then I did about a quarter of a package of cream cheese, half a cup of powdered sugar, and some vanilla to taste, and that is the icing there. So I'm not going to open up. You can see how much bigger these are than these, and that's because I only cut off a little piece, and so we just made minis, which is fine. You can make little itty bitty minis. They're adorable. Look, they're totally cute. So there you go. Happy Christmas morning to everyone. All right, you guys know the rules. You stay out of trouble now, but if you can't, don't get caught. Till then, y'all stay safe, stay clean, eat some really good food today, and have a perfect meowy Christmas.